9 governorship candidates in Kaduna State have endorsed the leading opposition candidate, People's Democratic Party, Mohammed Isa Ashiru, as their consensus candidate. The candidates, under the auspices of the Rescue and Rebuild Gubernatorial Candidates Forum, say their support for Ashiru is to rescue the state from socio-economic hardship. Arise correspondent Nisi Gabriel reports.
Ahead of Saturday's governorship and State House of Assembly election, 9 governorship candidates in Kaduna State have endorsed Isa Ashiru as their consensus candidate. They say they are also in talks with the Labour Party.
On this note, myself, Ambassador Sani Yahya, the gubernatorial candidate of the YPP, Young Progressives Party, and other 5 gubernatorial candidates seated here next to me of AA, APM, APP, ABGA, as well as the leadership of Accord Party, ADP, and Zenat Labour Party have today, the 6th of February, 2023, wish to endorse His Excellency Right Honorable Isa Ashiru and His Excellency Dr. John Ayuba as our consensus candidate. So talking about the Labour candidate, the gubernatorial candidate, we don't know about that, but we will find a way to communicate to him. Maybe he's also going to see reason on coming here to join hands with us so that we'll merge and make sure that we kick APC out of the government.
The Rescue and Rebuild Gubernatorial Candidates Forum say their decision to support PDP is born out of their desire to have a unified Kaduna, while expressing their displeasure with the APC Muslim tickets in the state.
To us, we feel this is the moment we're supposed to keep Kaduna State together and not break it. We all know the tension we have. Kaduna State is a two religious state. But then we find the APC as a political party choosing the Muslim ticket. I want to use this opportunity to remind the good people of Kaduna State of the hardship and pain inflicted on them by this APC administration, from unjustifiable high rate of taxes to authoritative leadership and ego.
Moments after his endorsement, the PDP governorship candidate in the state, Isa Ashiru, walks in and accepts to work closely with those who withdrew from the race to support him.
Kaduna State has found itself in a terrible situation of mismanagement and recklessness in governance by the powers that be. I want to assure you that we will join hands together and send them packing by the 11th of March by the special grace of God.
Political parties are playing the religious card to woo voters as the race to sack Kashim Ibrahim's house gets more intense. The PDP believes it can take power from the APC by joining forces with other political parties in the state. Nisi Gabriel, Arise News, Kaduna.
Joining us now from Kaduna is Right Honorable Isa Ashiru, governorship candidate of the PDP in Kaduna State. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Morning.
Well, thank you for joining us, Mr. Ashiru. Well, we understand that 9 political parties have declared for you. The question is, what is the magic?
Yeah.
It looks like the big issue in Kaduna State ahead of the March 11 election is religion. You are being praised for having a Christian-Muslim ticket as opposed to what your supporters consider a divisive Muslim ticket by the APC. Is this about religion or specifically about what you are proposing to offer the people of Kaduna State?
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Ruben. I want to, first of all, thank you most sincerely for giving me this opportunity to talk to you this morning. Every political party that is committed to its cause must, first of all, think of the people. The major reason why we have decided to come together, and I think, is to salvage our state. Kaduna State has been bastardized by the present administration. Nothing seems to be working. We felt coming together as opposition will give us the chance to send them packing by the special grace of God on March 11, 2023. I want to assure you that the programs that we have decided to push forward convinced my colleagues, the candidates, to join hands with me to salvage our state. We are in deep shit in Kaduna State. If we don't come together, we cannot fight this monster. I want to assure you, we are discussing with about two political parties, the ADP and the ADC. And I want to assure before Friday, God willing, we'll conclude our discussion and we'll join hands to make sure that we dislodge APC in Kaduna State.
All right, Honorable Ashiru, you talk about this big monster. Can you break that down a bit further? What's this big monster that your party and the other 9 parties who've come together to appoint you as their consensus candidate? And what's this big monster you're looking to eliminate or to do away with? Aside from the party, what are the issues that you're looking to tackle?
Well, the reason why I describe the present APC government as a monster is the fact that this present government have been making fake promises. In the last 8 years, they have nothing to show. The problem of insecurity, and the second aspect is the division that they have created in the state is getting wider day by day. And I think that is not the essence of governance. Any serious government, the primary responsibility of any government is to protect the lives and property of our people. And with the present government, we have been having serious killings, banditry, and communal clashes that are yet to be overcome in the last 8 years. I don't think we should allow this government to continue. If we do that, we are not doing justice to our people. I want to assure you, with the committed team that we have and the responses we have gotten from our colleagues, gubernatorial candidates, we will do whatever is humanly possible to make sure that we restore the lost glory of Kaduna State given the opportunity. So be rest assured we are combat ready. Security will be the first in our agenda, and will, by the special grace of God, taking into consideration our document that we have presented before the state, which they were convinced, and they are still partnering with us to make sure that we reach out to the nooks and crannies of Kaduna State and get these people out.
All right. So, I mean, what will be your solution to the problem of insecurity? Yes, Kaduna is in deep problems, but a lot of politicians just come and talk for the sake of talking. And pretty much because it's an insurgency you're fighting in Kaduna, it's pretty much about the federal government. And nothing has been done all this while. So what is going to be your renewed approach? And what would you do to be able to ease tensions in Kaduna that are rife among the different religious groups? We all see that dichotomy, the Muslim-Christian dichotomy. Kaduna needs a leader that would not take sides. Now, call it spade a spade. So what will you do differently to be able to ensure that there's that balance in Kaduna before the cosmopolitan Kaduna starts to grow economically? What separate thing would you do as regards the insecurity issue? Because we've had too much promises and a lot of people are tired.
Thank you very much. What I will do differently is the fact that when you have a just, fair, and equitable government in place, government that is all-inclusive, you remove the suspicion that is in governance in Kaduna State. The inclusiveness is what is of importance, bringing all segments of our state to the table. Governance is not about an individual or groups. We have had government in the past, 2015. There has never been this kind of problems. What I want to assure you is that the level of unemployment in the state, the level of poverty because of the the kinds of program they are implementing have sent small and medium scale industries packing, just for the purpose of making sure that they install what they feel is theirs. Come to think of it, the local businesses that were thriving in Kaduna are no more. They have sent them packing, building shopping malls that people cannot afford to pay. What I want to assure you is that people in Kaduna State, majority of them are agrarian farmers. There has never been a situation where fertilizer and farming inputs were subsidized by the present government. The insecurity that is in place has can be approached in different dimensions. He has succeeded in sacking traditional institutions that living a vast land that have not been supervised, unlike when they were there. I want to assure you, when we come back, we will make sure that we involve the citizens in making sure that security is restored in the state. We will restore these traditional institutions that were sacked by the present government. They are people that, whether a government likes it or not, must work with the traditional institutions, because these are institutions that has been in place and has been supporting government in the management of the state. Unfortunately, when they came, they terrorized people, sent them out from their respective offices for reasons best known to them. So long as we cannot work side by side with our citizens, nothing will change. I want to assure you, given the opportunity, we'll restore back these our institutions so that we'll create an enabling environment where people will live peacefully, and the issue of communal clashes that has subsisted, we will do whatever is humanly possible to bring these people to the round table and bring an end to this menace that we find ourselves.
Okay. Well, during the presidential election of February 25, the PDP took majority of the votes in Kaduna State. So that's something we can hold on to. And that's probably something that you two can look forward to. But these other political parties, 9 of them, that have declared support for you, how much store do we put by their declaration of support for you? YPP, AA, APP, ZLP, NRM, APGA, APM, Accord Party, ADP. These were parties that did not even feature on the map in the presidential election. So how much confidence do you have in this declaration of support, other than maybe the sheer symbolism of it?
Dr. Ruben, is not symbolic. A vote counts in the game of politics. One vote can make a difference. These people have their spread across the state. What is of importance is for us to make sure that we exploit this opportunity in making sure that we'll garner votes that can change the present government that we find in our place. So to you, it doesn't matter. But for me, they matters a lot, because I know the group that I've been working with, because we have a committee of candidates that we have been meeting, discussing, in wanting to make sure that we bring change to this state. They have their own people on ground. So I don't think it will be fair to them to say that they don't have spread. In my state, they do. Very few. I think I can attest to the fact that their area of coverage is not wide. But they are a force to reckon with. And I'm glad that they have decided to come and join me to make sure that we outsmart the present government, inshallah.
All right, so you talked about the fact that later on today, or perhaps before the end of the week, there are more parties who would come on board with the PDP to support your candidature. Are you speaking to the Labour Party as well? I know you talked about the AGC and AA, and the reason I ask, of course, is because they have been able to have some inroad in the Kaduna State using the presidential election as a yardstick, and in terms of muscle or mass of people, that's certainly one to consider. Would you be looking at an alliance with the Labour Party?
Well, we are in discussion terms with the Labour Party through some party elders within the state. Secondly, you know the voting pattern of last election. It has a religious connotation. And for me, I had to travel to the southern part of the state to have discussions with leaders and elders and some clergymen to make sure that what they did in the presidential election has taken them nowhere. And I don't think as a bloc, Southern Kaduna is PDP. And when you talk of Southern Kaduna in Kaduna State, they are the people that vote in bloc that give votes to PDP in bloc. And I think the effort I've made so far, I think has yielded fruitful result. They have understood my position and the situation we find ourselves in Kaduna State. And you will see a dramatic change Saturday, 11th March, by the special grace of God.
All right, but I'd like to dial back to the first question I asked. A lot of people are going to say that your security plan, based on what is happening on ground, you've not put a finger on it enough. Is there still any more thoughts you have as regards solving the problem of insecurity? Because yes, the attention, no, it's a deeper issue than it is on the surface. So I'd like you to dial back to that question properly. How would you solve the raging insecurity problem in the state and use it as a panacea to be able to develop the state? That's the question. I think that's a priority question among many people watching out there in Kaduna today.
It is, you have spoken well. The truth of the matter is that whether we like it or not, people must be involved in getting this problem out. The issue that I have enumerated is that of our inability, that we have vast land that are ungoverned. In the past, we have traditional rulers that are managing these vast lands that are no more now. When we come on board, I want to assure you that we will do the very best in making sure that the right thing is done by bringing these people back. Number two, the problem of funding, as far as the issue of security is concerned in the state, has been very poor. We have made contacts with those that are in the system, within the security apparatus, and we have had enough as far as issue of funding is concerned. We will make sure that we do the right thing to address this problem of funding. Number three, we have to engage these people. These people are human beings like us. We can reach out to them, discuss when it comes to issue of this banditry and kidnapping. They are living within us. People are thinking that they are monsters. They are not. We can sit with them, discuss, and bring this menace to an end. The problem in Kaduna is disturbing. Is disturbing. Come to Kaduna and see for yourself. People are not sleeping with their two eyes closed. When we want to get this out of our society, there has to be an engagement with these people to make sure that whatever be their problem is addressed. And I want to assure you, peace will be restored by His special grace. I want to believe that it is possible with the right leadership, and we'll get out of this menace.
Well, thank you very much, Honorable Isa Ashiru, for joining us on The Morning Show.